All right, guys, we got some 308 at the range today. We'll send a few rounds down range and we'll talk a little bit more about this rig we're shooting today. I love 308. Oh my gosh. Sending some 175 grain Federal Gold Medal match down at some shoot steel targets today. I love it. Go for it 250. All right, let me try our big gong up there at the hill. What a cool rig. All right, guys, welcome back. This is Chad with Iraq Veteran 88, and today we have an AR-10 at the range. I don't think we've ever really shown off just a kind of a bare bones AR-10 build, so this is kind of a first for us. We picked up an LR-308 from DPMS from Big Daddy Unlimited recently, mainly just as a stock DI rifle to do some suppressor testing with, and we decided to kind of upgrade it a little bit. So we got on Big Daddy and ordered a few more parts, and we got one of the new PA Gold Series optics. This is a GLX4, it's a 4-16 by 50 first focal plane with an R-grid reticle. Brand spanking new to test out. So we thought we'd drop it on this rig and do a little bit of shooting with it, and went out and did a little bit of grouping with this thing, and it really is very impressive for a stock sub $1,000 base rifle. And we didn't really put that much into it as far as getting it upgraded a bit. We are running an OSS HDQD Magnum TI on the front of this thing, so it's a 338 can. So we're running sub-caliber through it today. It's got a 16.5-inch chrome ollie barrel. We've got a UTG Pro rail on the front of it. This is a key mod rail. We're running a Geisley mount here with the primary arms optic. Did drop a Geisley trigger in this rig, and we put a standard A2 length buttstock on here with the 308 specific buffer and a little bit heavier spring. We do have a Superlative Arms DI adjustable gas block on here as well. That has been a staple for me on custom rifle builds lately, is getting that gas tuned just right for suppressor use. But the thing is, with this OSS on the front of it, I set it up to run without the OSS, drop the can on there, and it's no change to the back pressure or ejection pattern or anything. And also, one of the other upgrades that we have, and this is something fairly new to the market, but we've got one of the new Sharps balanced bolt carrier groups. So this is a Sharps Rifle Company 308 AR-10 bolt carrier. These feature a lot of the same ideas as you saw on the 5.56 bolt carrier groups from Sharps. They do have some nicely radiused locking lugs. On the AR-10 bolt, you do have dual radiused ejectors for nice, smooth, reliable, and consistent ejection. It is only compatible with the Gen 1 LR-308s and SR-25s. It is not compatible with the Gen 2 DPMS rifles. So the G2s, I'm not sure what the different spec is, but AR-10s are a little bit wonky. You've got different rail heights, different receiver patterns, different thread pitches on the upper receivers for the barrel nuts, all kinds of crazy details that you got to get right to build one of these things out. But we're going to take a few more shots, and this is kind of more or less a preliminary range session that I would normally do with a rig like this. I would take it out after shooting some 100-yard groups, which this thing was doing excellent with the match ammunition. It was printing right around 1 minute. We shot multiple groups out of this thing. We did shoot some M80 ball from ZQI, and it did not like that particular ammo at all. I mean, we're talking 3 to 4 MOA. So we kind of put that on the chopping block, grab some match ammo to see what this thing's really capable of. But normally I'll come out and I'll shoot some groups at 200 yards, 250, 3, and I'll use Ballistic X and measure them out and then just record that data for some future use. Plus, I can actually use geoballistics here, ballistics arc, and test my drop and make sure that the optic's gonna track properly and everything. So we're kind of just bringing you guys along for the ride in this little test session. And I kind of spot for myself over here, but we're gonna run a 20-round PMag with some of the gold medal match in it. And I'm gonna shoot, I guess I'm just gonna shoot a couple of groups at 300 and see what we're working with here and go from there. But that's pretty much the rig in a nutshell. It's just literally kind of a test bay. you know, for various optics. We can use it to test various suppressors and, you know, get it dialed in with some good hunting ammo and maybe take a deer or hogs or something along those lines with it, because, man, 308 just packs a wallop downrange. I mean, it just really, really will tear some stuff up. So, and I've got one more magazine that we're going to try. This is one of the D&H tactical, like SR25 mags. So we're going to give that a whirl. We got that through Brownell. So as far as the ammunition goes, I did chrono it yesterday. We're running 2,392 feet per second out of the 16.5-inch barrel. So for 175s, it's a little bit anemic, but you can still get out to some long extended ranges. I mean, we've shot the Scar out to some pretty good extended ranges, 500, 600, 700 yards, and it still performs beautifully. So we'll definitely take this rig back out and shoot it maybe out to 1,000 and see what it can do. You could kind of consider this like a Redneck Scar, I guess, because really with everything on here, you're still talking less than half of the cost, if not a little bit less than that, than accessorizing the Scar out all the way. So definitely a budget-friendly platform. So let's just see if we can get through this mag and see if we have any issues or anything like that. With the adjustable gas block, it is shooting so soft. It is just crazy how soft shooting this thing is. So I'm gonna shoot some groups and we're gonna see what happens. I'm just gonna take my time and probably just gonna go ahead and dial up. So we're gonna dial up to 1.5 for 300 yards. And I'm just gonna shoot a group, I guess, on, I'll start with the D28 there, the half size, over on the left. And we'll see what we can do. Hopefully it'll hold MOA. And I do have a little anti-cant device back here from Knight's Armament that I pulled off another rig. So we're gonna get this thing level and just take a few shots. All right, let's see, where is my impact? .3. All right, let's just shoot a group and see where we're at. Kind of hard to shoot a group on steel that's swinging. I mean, it sure looks like it's right about MOA to me. Shooting just a tiny bit high, so I'm just going to make a note, and we're going to bring that hold down. Let's shoot our coyote over there. All right. I mean, laying waste to that guy. Let's get him a headshot. I mean, like right in the dome. All right, our gopher. And this is at 300. I think she does the trick. I mean, that gopher target's like 5 inches wide, and I'm running a Coltac Mirage cover on the front of this thing just to keep that can from generating so much heat and throwing my image off downrange. But man, what a cool rifle. This thing is just impressing the heck out of me. I'm gonna take a few more shots and let you guys get back to your day. We're gonna try the D&H Tactical Mag. This is a metal SR25 mag. Very similar to what, you know, comes with the LR-308 from the factory. Man, I am very impressed. Very cool, very cool. All right, let's take a few more shots. I'm gonna dial back down to 0. There we go. Okay, do have a 0 stop on this little optic here. And I'm gonna just do some very preliminary testing. And just hold right here at about 1.4 mils. And then I'm gonna dial up and we'll see if this thing lands in the same place and, you know, give me a couple more groups to go off of. I'm just gonna aim at my big 22-inch round down there. There's a couple of impacts on it that I can see. I'm just gonna use those as aiming points. So, got a little bit of mirage coming off of this barrel and the rail and the can all combined. All right, so, all right. Up. All right, let's see. Okay. Steel's definitely moving around down there. Not bad, a little bit of horizontal string in there. Okay, let's dial up. Okay, now let's see where we're at. Aim at the lower part of the target there. Now this R-grid does have the same nice chevron as a center aiming point as some of the other optics do, like the Athena BPR mill and such that we've tested out. And it gives you a really nice, fine aiming point for precision shooting. Let's see if I can do it justice here today. I mean, right where I'm aiming. That is definitely sub-MOA. All right, I'm just gonna keep that hold and we're gonna shoot that 8-inch Magnum popper and just kind of shoot a group in the center of that thing. Like I said, guys, we're just kind of bringing you along for the ride and just doing a little bit of preliminary work with this thing and getting a little bit more data and confirming some of our data we've already collected. So just kind of a fun range day here. We're level. And we'll just finish the mag out on that popper. I am very, very impressed and pleased with this setup. We've got perfect 4 o'clock ejection. This thing is set up beautifully. The OSS helix is working out great. The DI block is working out great. Man, what a killer rig. You guys are definitely going to be seeing more of this setup in the future. We will be using this to test different suppressors and things like that on, as well as optics, and just mainly as a workhorse on the channel, just to have a good AR-10 to be able to test some 308 and you know, and run it. This is one thing that we haven't had access to, is a nice AR-10 to do accuracy work and other types of testing with, and very, very cool. I'm thoroughly impressed and hope you guys are too. We hope you enjoyed the video today and this look at this little custom LR-308 that we put together. Stay tuned, we've got a lot more on the way. We will be taking this rig out and doing some other work with it, hunting, long range stuff. Stay tuned for that. You will see it at some point or another on the channel. I want to give a special shout out to our Patreon supporters. You guys rock. And those of you who purchase man cans and other merchandise, including t-shirts over on Ballistic Inc., thank you so very much. Those funds go right back into supporting the content that you see here on the channel. So you guys really keep us going, and we graciously thank you for the support. Until next time, guys, take care, and we'll talk to you soon.